Hey, it's Tony talking car biz. Today's vehicle video, this brand new 2022 Toyota RAV4 Adventure Edition. Hey, in this video we're going to dive inside and check out all the great interior features, and then be sure and catch the exterior video, link at the end of this video. But let's get started. All right, diving inside, we'll take a quick look at the door panel here. So all soft tech fabric on the inside of the Adventure Edition, padded armrest here. Now on the inside we're going to see quite a bit of this orange stitching and some orange inserts on some of the trays inside of here. So if you like orange interiors, maybe you'll like the style of this. One touch up and down on all four windows, power door locks, power mirrors, chrome door handle, a little bit of satin chrome here on the doors themselves. Really like the way they tie that in. Take a look at that passenger door over on that side. So they really bring it all together on the interior. We do have a pocket in the door and a speaker, and then on the speaker cover it reads RAV4 right there. So pretty functional, pretty basic, but hits all the sweet spots, that's for sure. Now the seats on the Adventure Edition is a little bit different than all the other ones. First of all, more of that orange stitching, and then there's a pattern down here. This is going to be a soft tech fabric seat. And then they have an orange and black racing stripe, and you can see all that orange stitching up and over the headrest. Very comfortable seat. Of course, height adjustable headrest, height adjustable seat belts. Also, airbags are right here in the seat, so when you move the seat forward, it moves with you. Power driver's seat with power recliner and power lumbar support. Take a look at the dashboard here. So more of the orange stitching. This is actually stitched right to the dashboard at the factory, and it's a padded dashboard with more of that satin silver trim. 4 vents across the front, up, down, left, and right, on and off switches on all 4 of them. And then they have these small little cubbies here. I like these. They actually have rubber inserts in there, pretty cool. And then down here we've got a number of switches, dimmer switch for your dash lights, automatic high beams. This one has electronic front window de-icer, part of the upgrade package, which also includes the heated steering wheel and your power lift gate. So we'll look at the lift gate when we jump in the back a little closer. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel. Let's go ahead and grab a seat. Behind the wheel of the Adventure Edition, there is a lot of legroom, headroom, spacious, really spacious interior up front. In fact, take a look at the legroom that I have behind the driver's wheel. So I'm 5'7", I've got the seat all the way back, and I could not drive it this way. So I think if you're a 6-footer, you're going to be just fine behind the wheel of this, especially with legroom, headroom. I think you're going to be just fine. Heated steering wheel, leather wrap steering wheel, fingertip controls here on the steering for your Bluetooth connectivity, volume for your sound system, voice activation, driver's side airbag standard, of course, dynamic radar cruise control on and off, lane departure on or lane tracing on and off. Cruise control is right here, and then you can change the radio stations right here as well. Wiper controls, front washer and wiper, and then rear washer wiper right here, and you do have intermittent settings for both of those. And then over on the other side here, we've got our headlights with automatic on and off, also automatic high beams, and then our fog light on and off switches are here as well. Now the Adventure Edition has a really great, unique gauge cluster. I'll show you that. So you can see that you can't really see the needles because it combines both analog and a computer screen, a 7-inch screen behind the panel there. So I'm just going to go ahead and start it up. It is push button start. And so you get a little bit of an animation when it first starts up, and you can see now we've got a more of a computer screen for our speed here. Our tachometer is mechanical with a red background, and then we've got our fuel gauge and our temperature gauge over here, but then within here is our speedometer, a digital clock, and our fuel computer, which gives you all of your information for gas mileage, trip information, safety sense. You've got lane tracing assist, pre-collision, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and road sign detection. So you can really personalize the cluster to your own liking using the fingertip controls right here. Really easy to read, really easy to see gauge cluster. Take a look at our center stack. So we're looking at an 8-inch touchscreen surrounded by gloss black trim. 2022 has buttons on here, and I've seen the 2023 display, and the 2023 goes buttonless. So most all of these buttons go away for 2023, with the exception, I think, the power and the volume button. So this will change. It is Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Alexa compatible, although you have to plug it in order for that to work. So it's not wireless yet, but next year it will be wireless in 2023. This is a 2022. By the way, this one is sold. You can see that orange stitching going all the way across with the padded dashboard, more of that silver trim. And then they've got a storage cubby over here, which does have a rubber liner, so stuff won't slide around in there. On the Sienna, it does not have the rubber liner, so when you throw something in there, it slides back and forth. So those rubber liners definitely make a difference. Heating and air conditioning controls. So on the RAV4, we've got Adventure Edition, we've got automatic heating and air conditioning for front driver and front passenger, so separate controls for both. Front window defrost here, rear window defrost. I love these knobs. These are actually rubber coated on the back side, so they're tactile. Your fingers won't slip. They're easy to find too. When you're driving the car, it's easy to reach over and make those adjustments. So I like the oversized knobs that they have on here. And then down below here, we've got traction control on and off, heated front seats, 2 temperatures, here and here, some warning lights. And then I'm going to go ahead and switch it into reverse so you can see that backup camera. So there's your backup display. Pretty nice, a little on the small side. I think it'll be larger next year, but definitely can see clearly out the back. Down below here, there's a, you do get 2 of these keyless remotes. But down below here, there's a storage cubby. You can see it's got an orange bezel, but this is a rubber liner. And then there's a 12 volt and a USB plug here as well. So 2 different places to plug in. There's no wireless charging in the Adventure Edition. Leather shifter. This is an 8-speed automatic transmission, conventional transmission, so no CVT. And then we've got some switches for parking brake, Eco, Normal, and Sport for your transmission. And then we have some off-road settings here as part of the multi-terrain select. So if I push on here, I can actually switch between sand and mud and rock. And I'll show you up on the gauge cluster, there's a visual here. So if I go back, see, go back here and then switch to mud and sand, you can see that changes out. And then rock and dirt. And then there's also a snow mode. You can see some snowflakes up here. And then we also have downhill assist control as well. So everything kind of changes as you choose some of the selectors right here. This also lights up. Right now you can see it's in yellow. And then if I bring it over here, it's white. And then if I push on it, it goes to blue normal. So it's pretty subtle, but it is nice to have the visual indicators. And then below that, we've got 2 cup holders with more of that orange bezel. They're nice big cup holders with tension springs on there so they don't wobble around. And then we'll jump over and take a look at our center armrest, padded armrest. I'm surprised they don't have more orange stitching, you know, like they have on the seats here, but black there. And then a nice big storage compartment. Turn up the lights here so you can see inside. Nice deep one. And then 2 USB-C plugs right there. If I turn the light down, maybe you can see them. So they are backlit. Here's a look at the passenger side. We saw the storage cubby down here. We've got a nice sized glove box with owner's manuals. And then this does have a key lock on there so you can lock it up. And then overhead, this has the power sliding moonroof, which opens and closes. That's an option. Passenger assist grips. Lighted vanity mirrors. Visors slide out, and they do have visor extensions. And then finally, way up overhead here, we've got reading lights, power moonroof controls, safety connect. So if you need help out on the road, you get a flat tire or something, push that. Toyota will get your roadside assistance. place to put your sunglasses, and then a standard day-night mirror so you can flip between the high and low. So it's not an automatic dimming, and there's also no garage door openers on the mirror for this one. That is an upgrade. This just does not have it as an upgrade. Let's go ahead and check out the back seat. In the back seat, the door is almost identical to up front with the orange stitching, a pocket, speakers in the doors. The back seats are the same with the the orange stitching and the pattern. This is all a soft tech fabric with the orange racing stripe down here. Height adjustable headrest back here, 3 seat belts. These back seats also recline, so if you see here, there's about 3 inches. So if I wanted to lay back, I can push that back, and that clears it out, and now you're kind of reclined back. These seats also fold down, and for the most part, you don't have to move the seat forward to get them to fold down. Backs of the seats have child safety seat tethers, and they fold down 40% or 60% over on that side. Take a look inside here. There's vents down here, 2 USB ports down here, and those are backlit as well. 1 pocket on the passenger seat, no pockets on the behind the driver's seat. Folding armrest with 2 cup holders, and when it pops up, now you have room for 3 passengers back here. And then there's 1 dome light, passenger assist grips with coat hangers back here as well. And I gotta say, the back seat leg room on here is pretty good. I've got this front seat almost all the way back, and you can see I've got still 4 inches of knee room back here. So plenty of room for passengers, adults, directly behind the driver's seat. Let's go ahead and check out the trunk. So the RAV4 does have a power lift gate, which can be operated by a kick or your remote or a push button, and it does open up nice and high. If you're under 6 feet, you should fit under there, no problem. There are some grips here to be able to pull it up and down if you want to do it manually. It's a nice wide opening, not a lot of obstructions here. Adventure Edition does come with the retractable cargo cover, which is also removable. You just pull it on it right here, friction fits, and you can pull it out, slide it in, and away you go. You can also stow it down underneath the floor here. I'll show you that. So underneath here is your temporary spare tire and your jack, and then you can stow that cargo cover, kind of sticks underneath here and gets you out of your way, or out of the way, if you will. There's 4 tie down hooks at each corner, cargo light, and then the Adventure does have a 120 volt outlet back here, and also a 12 volt outlet back here, so you can plug in your stuff. Little cargo pocket on this side here, and generally speaking, quite a bit of room. You can see I've got 60% down and 40% up, and a lot of height back here, so if you need to haul home that new big screen TV, I think you could probably get it done in the Adventure Edition. And then, as I mentioned, we do have a power lift gate right there. So that's a quick look at the interior of this 2022 RAV4 Adventure Edition. Hey, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, watch for the link of the exterior video at the end of this one. Thanks for watching.